today I'm reviewing the Sunday Riley Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money. I will never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com or click on the Amazon link below. So this is a product from Sunday Riley I'd want to try for quite a while. So I finally picked it up, I picked it up a couple weeks before the Sephora sale. So I've had a long chance to give it a try, and overall I like it. So let's hear what Sunday Riley says about it. It says, brimming and smoothing, reviving, and brightening benefits. Sunday Riley's Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream nourishes skin while reducing the appearance of puffiness and dark circles to create a lifted look. Formulated with caffeine, horse chestnut, and Brazilian ginseng root to smooth and brighten, as well as watermelon extract, shea, and cocoa butter to hydrate, calm, and rebalance moisture levels. This potent lotion helps brighten, refresh, and smooth out fatigued eyes, which I think it pretty much does all those. So I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it based on my Sarah score scale. And my first criteria is packaging, and I really like the packaging for this small pump bottle. Oh, super heavy. Almost looks like metal, but it's glass, so definitely glass, not metal. If I'm made out of gold, that'd be cool though. But they've done a nice job with the packaging, no issues at all with that. Protects the beneficial ingredients from exposure to light and air, which for an eye cream, a lot of them are packaged in jars, so I really like the pump. Denatured alcohol is the second criteria, and unfortunately alcohol is an ingredient which is 10th from the bottom of the ingredient list. So it's not a huge issue since it is towards the very end of the ingredient list. It's a very small amount. And this also does contain a few fatty acids as well. So here's the entire ingredient list. And then let me find where alcohol is on there. Alcohol right here. So not a huge issue. Thankfully, it's towards the very end of the ingredient list. So, yeah. Although I would probably like to see something else in its place. But overall, not too big of an issue unless you have very sensitive skin or are sensitive to alcohol. So my third criteria is fragrance, and this doesn't have any fragrance, and it really has no noticeable scent at all either. So they've done a good job with that. So overall, for the most part, sensitive skin shouldn't have any issues except for perhaps the small amount of alcohol. So okay, on to the manufacturing location. This is made in the US, so no issues with that. Ease of use, you can use this morning and evening in either routine or both routines. So you want to apply it. Usually you just want to pat it on, although I did take a huge chunk. You can pat it on under your eye area or just smooth it on. You can see it does have a nice amount of pigments in there just to give it a brightening effect. A lot of eye products claim to brighten, but a lot of them just don't contain enough pigmentation to actually do that. And this one does, so it definitely does some brightening, which is nice to see. You can use this all around your whole eye area. Again, personally, this one for me is just one that I would use more so in the morning than in the evening. Personally, in the evening, I just go for a pure hydrating eye cream and not one, because I don't care if my eyes are looking bright before I go to bed or not. So, or use an anti-aging one if anti-aging is an issue. But this one for the morning definitely works and brightens. But if you want to use it morning and evening, there's no problem at all with that. So, very easy to use, no issues at all with that. For the most part, it layers well and works well with most foundations, although I have found with a few more hydrating foundations or ones that set to a dewy finish, it does tend to kind of crease a little bit if the foundation is too hydrating. Tends to work better with long wear foundations or foundations that have a matte finish. So I don't know if it's just because of the hydrating ingredients in here or if it just is the foundations that I've been trying it with, but definitely works better with matte finish foundations than hydrating foundations. So, but if you play around with it long enough, you can get the trick if you use a beauty blender to kind of pat it on over after you've applied the eye cream, pat the foundation on. That tends to work better. So playing around with it is always a good option as well. So pretty easy to use for the most part. So antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So for this one, the first 10-15 ingredients of this are just pretty much filler slip ingredients like butane, glycol, things like that, water, yada yada. So the first few ingredients aren't really super beneficial, although this does have some good ingredients in here. So I've got shea butter, which they mentioned, horse chestnut, caffeine, which is good for depuffing, watermelon extract, ginseng extract, chamomile. So they've got a few, but for a long ingredient list, there's just not a lot of strong antioxidants in here, which is why I say you're better off using this in your morning routine for its brightening effects and using something really good in the evening to give your eye a full, well-rounded exposure to a lot of good things. So, okay, so on to my 7th criteria, which is animal testing. The Sunday Riley brand and this product are cruelty-free as well as vegan, so that's good to see. Performance of this for me is a little complicated because the performance for what I expect of an eye cream during the daytime, it performs nicely, gives your eyes some brightness, but nothing that looks like super fake or over the top. It does help with puffiness a little bit, and it does help kind of conceal dark circles a little bit. Does feel moderately hydrating, but definitely use something else in the evening, especially if you have issues with fine lines around your eye area. So doesn't really do a ton otherwise in the long run for dark circles. Those are mostly genetic. And puffiness, the caffeine does help a little bit, not a whole ton, but really it's more brightening than anything else. I wouldn't say it does a ton of depuffing, but does help with brightness, just not a ton of anti-aging or anything else. So performance is a little bit mixed, just depends on what your expectations are. So on to my 9th criteria, which is the price. So this is the full size, which is half an ounce, and it retails for $65, although we're picking up Sunday Riley. Definitely do some Googling because there's a lot of beauty boxes. And Sunday Riley, the brand, has a beauty box, which has some of their products in it every few months, or a lot of other companies have beauty boxes of just Sunday Riley products. So it's definitely worth searching that out first because maybe you'll find this in another product you wanted in a beauty box and it might be less than what just this alone would cost. So definitely do some checking out first. And then in terms of the it factor, definitely decent for brightening skin, doesn't do much for wrinkles, doesn't do much long-term for puffiness or dark circles, but definitely does good for the daytime brightening the skin. And I like the fact that it's fragrance-free, but there's some give and take with it. It's a decent product. Not my favorite, but definitely a decent one. So anyway, I gave this a 6 out of 10, which is still pretty good. So I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to check this out yet, and if you have, what your thoughts are, or if you have another eye cream. I've been reviewing a lot of eye cream products lately. I've got more coming as well. So anyway, so definitely let me know your favorite eye cream, or if you don't use one, what do you use instead? So definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Check out nobsbeauty.com and the Amazon link below, and thank you guys so much.